three-way lead at the top of the table over in Italy, of course, as Napoli, Atalanta and AC Milan lead the charge ahead of the chasing pack. Who's going to make up amends for this weekend? We'll take a look at it. All of it next. That's right, folks. Pam's giving a prediction video today. We're for match number 7 in this year's Serie A, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you know where you're in, smash your subscribe button, bang, and take all things Roma's related, Serie A related, World Cup related later this year, of course. Busy year up ahead. Busy year over in Italy, as of course Napoli want to extend that lead at the top of the table. But what will happen this weekend? We'll take a look at it, all of it in a minute. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. Of course, big shout out to you guys. Much love as well. My best mates for life. Anyway, let's get into the deep end, of course, and have a little look at how we all got on last time around in what's turning out to be a bit of a spicy league. That's right. Who knows who's going to take who's going to really grab a hold of this? Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay, these were the games, and of course my predictions on the left hand side, the real deal was on the right. Let's see how I got on, then we'll see how you guys got on. So Napoli, of course, did beat Spezia, just a 1-0 in the end. I went with a 2-0. Inter with a 1-0 win over Torino. I went with a 3-1. AC Milan picked up a 2-1 win over my boys Sampdoria in the end on that one. Atalanta with a 1-1 draw against Cremonese. A bit of a slip up there, perhaps. Good chance for them to take over the reins, but of course they slipped up there. Bologna with a 2-1 win over Fiorentina. I went with a draw as well. Spezia, Sassuolo lost to Udinese, who of course are the surprise package so far. Meanwhile, Lecce and Monza with a 1-1 draw. I went with a 0-0. Lazio with 2-0 winners over Verona, 2-1 in my eyes. Juventus also slipped up against Salernitana, 2-2 in the end. And of course Roma did the business over Empoli, 2-1 win in the end, of course. Let's take a look at the table. The table looks like this. Napoli lead the charge, 14 points. Better goal difference than Atalanta and AC Milan. But breathing down next is Udinese, of course, just one defeat so far this season. And Roma and Internazionale. Then Lazio, Juventus, Torino and Salernitana up there in a 10th spot. Well done to them, who will make it in their life very, very difficult. Meanwhile, down the foot, of course, Monza, Sampdoria and Cremonese in the relegation zone. Come on, Sampdoria, get your shit together, of course. That's the state of play there. What about the state of play in, of course, the Super Brew? Let's hop on over. This is not it. Don't get excited if you see your bloody name. We are jumping over to Serie A and have a take a long hard look at it right here, right now. So of course it's thinking about it. Of course it's not looking good for me. I've just caught a glimpse of the league. But anyway, Omar, the Mexican sniper, up there, 13.5 points. Well done to him for this week. JPFC up there with 13 as well. Russell with Barcelona Easter. And my name's up there. Bloody hell, I'm in the top 5. 12.5 for me. So a good recovery for me on that one. So me moving down the table. Of course, Mo's up there for 77, of course, for Barca. Yannick, Raymond Relish had a shitter there. Kevin with a wooden spoon. Not great indeed. Let's take a look at the overall lead. We'll see how we got on last time around then, shall we? Of course, bringing it bang up to point. Raymond Relish, of course, had a bit of a shitter, so good chance for everyone to catch up a little bit. Bukakake up there with 73.5. Barcelona up 1 spot to number 3. Tayab down 1 spot to number 4. Chris Cap, non-mover. Mexican sniper up 4 spots there, and me, I think I was about 20 something there. I'm up 5 spots, big jump of me, up to 19th in the table. That's right, guys. Kevin down 8. Not great for the Kevin Meister. So that's, of course, the state of play in the Super Bowl. It's free, guys. Get in amongst it, cut Italy picks. I get nothing out of it, just your companionship as we compete to see who becomes Champions of Italy. Let's take a look at, of course, the next round of games. Of course, that's coming at you this weekend. Kicking it all off on the Friday, 16th of September, is Salernitana up against Lecce, of course, over at the Stadio Arecci. Of course, played each other 14 times. 2002, 4 wins for Salernitana, 8 for Lecce. And we've got 2 draws, of course. Salernitana unbeaten in the last 5, picking up 4 draws and a win. 50% form for them. Up against the Lecce, so just without a win in the last 8 games, 25% form for them. However, just 1 defeat past 4. They're also the draw specialists, just like Salernitana. Speaking of the last time around, they played each other 1-1 draw back in December 2020. That was in Serie B. Juventus picked up a draw against Salernitana last time around. Lecce with a draw against Monza. The odds for this one, 23-20 is your host, 12-5 is your draw, 12-5 is also your away win here, guys. Going to back a draw here, point split down, another one for both of these two sides in the bag. Unfortunately, no wins for either two sides. Bologna against Empoli coming at you at the Renato De Alila. Played each other 16 times in 1998. 4 wins for Bologna, 5 was at Empoli, 7 draws. Bologna just 1 defeat past 5 for them, 42% form for them. Up against the Empoli side, who haven't won the last 7 games, 33% form for them, drawing a lot as well, drawing 4 of the last 5. Coming at you the last round over in Bologna, it was a 0-0 draw back in February 2022. Of course, Empoli with a 2-1 loss against Roma, of course, and Bologna with a 2-1 win over Fiorentina last time around. The odds right here, right now, we've got a Bologna 23-20 for the Ricci Fighters, 2 is your 11-5 is your away win here. 2-1 win in the end for Bologna, 3 points to the bag, and move the chains as well. That win could actually put them up as high as 10th in the table. Spezia up against my boy Sampdoria coming at you over in Spezia on Saturday, September the 17th. Stadio Alberto Pico, played each other 7 times since 2011, 3 wins apiece, 1 draw, of course. Spezia, though, just 1 win and 6 for them, 33% form for them up against the Sampdoria side, who haven't won the last 6 games, 17% form for them moving forward. Last round that over in Spezia was a 1-win for Spezia back in January 2022. The away side hasn't won in the last 4 competitive games between these two sides, but Spezia picking up a 1-0 loss against Napoli, and of course Sampdoria losing to AC Milan as well. So both sides looking for a result and fast. The odds here, 8-5 is your Spezia, 7-4 is your Sampdoria, 9-4 is your away win here. 1-0 win in the end, Sampdoria taking the 3 points, keeping them moving, and of course up and at them they go. Torino up against Sassuolo, of course, coming at you on a Saturday, the 17th of September at the Stadio Olimpico Gran Torino. Played to the 26 times, 2009, 12 wins for Torino, 5 for Sassuolo, 9 draws, of course. 58% form for Torino right now, 1-2 lost 2 over the last 4, winning 3 over the last 6. Sassuolo, though, just 1 win in 6, then 42% form. However, 1 defeated past 5 if you want to look at it a different way. Last round over in Torino, it was a 1-1 draw back in January 2022. Torino picked up a 1-0 loss against Inter heading into this, and Sassuolo losing to Udinese. And of course, the last win was over Lecce back in match number 2. The odds here, we've got 2017 on your Torino, 14-5 is your draw, 14-5 is your away win here. And back in Torino as well with a 2-1 win, they could potentially go up as a 4th with a win and everything else going their way. Into Sunday's games we go as Udinese against Internazionale, of course, coming at you at the Stadio Fuli. Played the 61 times in 1993. We've got 14 wins at Udinese, 34 wins at Inter, 13 draws, of course. Udinese, though, unbeaten the last 5, picking up 4 wins on the spin, 75% form for them over the last 6, up against the Inter side, who won 3, lost 3 over the last 6, of course. And last round, though, in Udinese, it was a 2-1 win for Inter back in May 2022. In fact, Inter unbeaten against Udinese over the last 6, picking up 5 wins and just the 1 draw. However, Udinese, like I said, 4 wins on the spin for them, 3-1 win last round against Sassuolo. Inter picking up 1 over Torino, as of course they enter a busy week up against Victoria Pinson in the Champions League, where they expected to win that game as well. Udinese 11-4 for the victory, 14-5 is your draw, 2017 on is your Inter here. Back, of course, I think Udinese will not lose this game. They got the tails up. They got the whole week to prepare for this one. And of course, internationally got preoccupied with other things going on as well. So that's my take on that one. Fiorentina up against Verona, of course, coming out on Sunday 18th of September. Played each other 27 times. So 6 wins for Verona, 14 wins for Fiorentina, 7 draws, of course. Fiorentina, though, haven't won the last 7 games, 33% form for them. And because of the Verona side, just 1 win and 6, 33% form for them moving forward. Last round over in Fiorentina, it was a 1-1 draw back in March 2022. Of course, Fiorentina unbeaten against Verona over the last 5, picking up, of course, 4 draws and a win. Fiorentina picking up a 2-1 loss against Bologna, and of course, Verona losing to Lazio heading into this. The odds right here right now, Fiorentina 4-3 on for the Ricci, 11-4 is your 7-2 is your Verona right here. I think a 1-0 win for Fiorentina is due in order, and hopefully they can get themselves up and at them as well, potentially go up as high as 10th in the table. Kicking off was Monza up against Juventus, who of course don't seem to be the real Juventus at the moment, do they? Played each other just the one time in 2021. It was a win for Juventus. We'll elaborate on that shortly. Monza without a win now in the last 6, 8% form for them, just 1 draw over the last 6. That's the highlight. Meanwhile, Juventus 1-2 lost 2 and drawn 2. In fact, scrap that. They've only won 1 in the last 6, drawing 4 and losing 1. So 50% form for them. Of course, that 1 win for Juventus was a friendly, so it doesn't really count. But of course, Juve coming to sit on the back of that 2-2 draw against Salernitana. Monza with a draw against Lecce, should I say. The odds on this one, 3-1 is your Monza, 6-5 on is your, of course, Juventus, and 11-4 is your draw here. Back in Juve on the road here, 3-1 win, 3 points in the bag, potentially go up as high as 4th in the table. Also preoccupied with the Champions League this weekend. Cremonese up against Lazio, of course, coming out on Sunday, 18th of September. Played each other 7 times in 1983. 2 wins for Cremonese, 4 for Lazio, 1 draw. Of course, Cremonese back-to-back games without a loss, 17% form for them. However, those weren't wins, they were draws. Up against the Lazio side, just 1 defeat past 6, 67% form for Sarri Ball. That's right, last time around over in Cremonese, it was a 2-1 win for Cremonese back in March 1996. It's been a long time ago, guys. In fact, the away side hasn't won this game at the last 7 encounters, so Cremonese might be able to take something out of this one. They did, of course, take a point out of Atalanta on the road. Lazio taking 3 against Verona last time around. The odds right here right now, we've got Cremonese 10-3 for the victory, 14-5 is your 4-3 on is your Lazio, of course. I don't think it's going to happen though. 2-0 win for me for Lazio, 3 points in the bag, and that potentially could see them go up as high as top of the table, of course, depending on what goes on elsewhere. Roma also in action up against Atalanta. Roma in 5th, Atalanta out in 2nd. Played each other 47 times in 1983. 24 wins for Roma, 14 wins for Atalanta, and 9 draws. Of course, Roma winning 3 of the last 6, 58% form for them up against the Atalanta side, unbeaten in the last 6, picking up 4 wins and a couple of draws as well. Last round over in Roma, it was a 1-0 win for Roma back in March 2022. Roma unbeaten against Atalanta over the last 3 occasions, picking up a couple of wins and a draw. Atalanta picking up a draw against Cremonese. Roma with a win over Empoli last round. Of course, both are in action, are they? Are they? No, Atalanta are not in action. Roma are against HJK Helsinki. Of course, that's over in Roma as well. The odds right here, right now, we've got 23-20 for the host, 12-5 short, 11-5 is your away win here. 2-1 win, narrow win, just about, of course, 3 points in the bag for Roma, and moving the chains one more time. And then wrap it up, we have a zinger. We have an absolute title and crunching clouter. Is Milan up against Napoli at the Giuseppe Meazza, played each other 43 times in 1993. 13 wins for Milan. I've got 14 wins for Napoli and 16 draws, of course. Milan unbeaten the last 6, 75% form for them. Up against the Napoli side, unbeaten in the last at least 6, 83% form. However, I'm looking at unbeaten in the last 17 games. They could be the real bloody deal. However, another weird old stat: the home side hasn't won in the last 6 games. This favours the away side right here, right now. And of course, last round in Milan was a 1-win for Napoli back in December 2021. And Napoli with a 1-win over Spezia, of course. So Napoli with a 1-win over Spezia. Milan with a 2-1 win over Sampdoria. Coming at you though this week, Milan taking on Dynamo Zagreb at Milan. And of course, Napoli going to Scotland taking on Rangers, of course. But the odds right here, right now, we got 6-5 as your AC Milan, 21-10 as your women, 12-5 as your draw here, boys. 2-2 in the end, point split right down the middle, and I think that's probably going to favour Napoli none the same. That's, of course, my take on this weekend's action. Of course, and if I'm right, this is what the table will look like, as you see down there. Roma, top of the table. Would you Adam and Eva? Of course, Napoli, then Milan, and then Udinese in the Power 4. Lecce, Cremonese, and Monza going down. Do you agree or disagree? Let me know down below. And of course, don't forget to get involved with the predictions. It is 100% free, guys. It is via the Super Brew, and I'll get your name in lights next time. And when is that next time? Next time is in a couple of weeks' time. Of course, we do have an international break coming at you, so we'll be taking a bit of a back seat on that. But of course, the content doesn't stop. We've got a lot of World Cup prep content coming out, squad predictions, nation summaries, that kind of stuff. So don't be too disheartened. You'll have plenty to look forward to right here at Blackburn. So make sure you smash your subscribe, smash the thumbs up, smash the little bell, boys and girls. But we're back. Until then, be safe out there, and of course, enjoy the ride.